a Kennedy is running for president. No, it's not John Kennedy. He did not come back from the grave to run for a second term. That did not happen. I know some people out there believe that kind of stuff, but that did not happen. We actually got Robert F. Kennedy, who is the nephew of the former John Kennedy, the former president, who is going to announce his run. He's announcing it on the Wednesday of this week. He's going to announce it in Boston, which is, of course, significant. That's where the Kennedys are from, in Massachusetts. And he's going to be running as a Democrat, which is, yes, what John Kennedy was, but it's a little surprising because the Democrats have Joe Biden right now. Now, Robert Kennedy is not an established politician at all. Even if Joe Biden was not the incumbent and it was an open primary, this probably would not be a good election for him anyways. He's not a senator. He's not a governor. He's not any of that. He's kind of just a Kennedy running on the Kennedy name. But there is some traction for him. There was a recent poll out. It was on 538. I don't know exactly where it's from. That shows that Kennedy, in a possible Democratic primary, Biden has 70% support. Kennedy has 10% support. So, of course, not even anywhere near Biden. But still some decent numbers. And then Marianne Williamson, who has officially challenged also, she ran in 2020, is at 4%. So there, before he even announces, there's already a little bit of hype for this Kennedy. Now, why is that? Because obviously, I think it's just got to be the family name, because we actually have an article here I'm going to read. It was a CNN article. They were interviewing one of his family members, and this is what he had to say. Let me read it really quick right here. So this is a difficult decision for me. I love my older brother, Bobby, so they're brothers. He has extraordinary charisma and is a very gifted speaker. Rory Kennedy, which was the filmmaker, Kennedy, who is stating this quote, and he was the youngest child of Robert Kennedy, too. He said he admires his past work as an environmentalist. That's something that Robert F. Kennedy is running on. And because of him, we can swim in the Hudson. But due to a wide range of policy positions, I am supporting President Biden. Now, here is what's interesting about that statement. It's not that, okay, listen, Biden's the incumbent. I'm going to back him. I respect my brother. He's all these good things. He did say that, but it's that last line that trips someone up. It's that due to a wide range of my brother's policies, not that Biden's policies are good, but because my brother's policies are bad, that I'm going to support President Biden. So why are they saying his policies are bad? There's the big, if you look at anything with Robert F. Kennedy that you've seen so far, they say he's a vaccine skepticism. And it does seem like he is that. He's had some definite quotes out there about that. He's questioned. He said I think he wrote a book about Fauci, which you could definitely go back and forth on. He wrote a book about Fauci. He wrote he had some other quotes about when the COVID-19 pandemic was going on. There's some definite hesitancy there, but the big policy position, I think what bothers them is he's very anti what's going on in Ukraine right now. He wants to pull all funding. He wants to do this. And listen, I've never really knew super much about John Kennedy, of course, our president back in the 60s, mainly because he only was there for 2 years, obviously a big figure. I don't know how he was foreign policy. Maybe he's trying to replicate a little bit of what John Kennedy is, but his positions definitely don't align with what's going on in the Democrats right now. So it actually really is interesting how he got that 10% of poll. Maybe it really is just family name carrying him. But he's gonna struggle, especially if he has to go up against. He's not going up against Biden yet. Biden's way ahead. But if he's going up as someone trying to challenge Biden, well, he's got Marianne Williamson in the other corner, and she's gonna hit him hard. And I can't imagine much Democrats voting for Robert F. Kennedy. But it's an interesting name in the race, so we'll see how it goes.